Good morning. It is time to journal. Full disclosure, I've been up for a while already and I've already journaled in my morning pages. So today I'm going to do a little bit of backfilling. You can see my daily is a little thin right here. I missed Thursday, Friday, yesterday, and today. So I'm going to go ahead and do those today. Good morning. Welcome. My name's Erica. I'm an artist and educator. I do these streams as a way to keep myself like working and making and doing things, making visual images, and journaling has been something that I very much enjoy right now. I've been doing it for, I think this is like my third year consistently. Usually in this journal, I have several different journals, but in this one, I usually just put, I do these like drawing spreads where I just doodle. I don't try to draw like realistically or anything like that. I'm just documenting. Sometimes I junk journal. I put a little bit of junk in there. And it also kind of is like sort of also like planner, because I document things that happen. So this is like a visual record. You can see they're very like messy and like playful and very low pressure, very fun. I enjoy these a lot because they're just so like goofy. So I'm gonna do that today, and I invite you to journal with me if that's something that you want to try. Even if it's something you don't want to try, like you can work on a different type of journaling. I not only like to do this kind of journaling, I also do more traditional. This is my other journal that I do usually in the morning. This is mostly writing and stickers and things like that. So I have a variety of methods, and I do really love journaling. I love the time that I spend by myself, just writing or thinking and documenting the things that are floating around in my head. But I also like sometimes to just like, make lists or like brain dump. So I do a little bit of all of those things. Okay, I'm going to start with a little bit of junk, because I have some junk from yesterday, but I really want to do a little haul video of that, so I might not mess that one up yet. Let me see what I have to use. Okay. Well, I don't really have anything I can use then. Let me see if I have like a free sticker here that I can use. This will be for another video. I wanted to make, oh look, this will be really cute. There was like a little freebie sticker in here I know that I can put inside. There it is. I see her. I just don't have like any junk or anything from yesterday. I mean, I do, but I have. I'm gonna use that one. This is also a good one too, because it came in the back of this package. This little quilt postcard, which I really like actually. Might be a little bit of a shame to cut that up, but we're gonna do it. Put this aside for later. Okay. So just a couple of little scraps I have to add in here. I'm just thinking for a second, did I have anything else from my travels yesterday? I don't think so. So let's go ahead and just start. So yesterday I did go to a market. So I'm going to put some images here. This is cute. Just plop it on there. This is also cute. Is this too cute to tear up, do you think? Let's tear it. Is it? Let's go this way. It's nice too. I think I'm gonna do a little. All of this is not necessary, but hold on. I just have a vision today for what I want. In here, maybe right there. You know what I do need to get is a new tape runner. I don't have any of those. Use my glue stick. Oh, you know what? This will be good, but I have this other one that I think might be a little easier to manage. This is a Tombow liquid glue. It's just a little bit more, it is a little liquidy, but it helps me to have a little more control over where the glue goes. Ooh, that looks like it's gonna be a little bit loose. Just gonna kind of scooch it up. Hope that glues this down. That might be a little problem. And then this side is really small, which I really like. I've seen these like little, I think they're Tombow too, like glue pens. I really want one of those because those are like, they look like they're going to be really like precise. I just haven't gotten one yet. But I love when there's like a little corner that's still raised up. I can just plop a little bit of glue exactly where I need it. Glue stick, it's not that easy with a glue stick. Burnish it down. Okay, I'm just laying that down, and then I like to draw a lot on here, but I do like a few pieces of junk. I think it adds to it. So I'm gonna write a few things down in here that happened on this day. Like that marker. I get a little closer. There we go. I usually like to use the brush tip because I feel like that's going to give me a nice broad stroke. They're a little hard to see right now, but I'll usually outline that, so I'll share that in a sec. Find a good pen to write with. I want something that's a little bit, chunky, nothing too. I'm gonna use the Sarasa Dry. I don't know if you can see that, just a little blurry. Sarasa Dry, and this one is supposed to dry faster than other pens or other Sarasas, but I don't know. I still smear it every now and then. I'm working in a Hobonichi, and it has this little like timeline here. So that's usually where I write things that I did that day, things that I'm going to do that day. So I like that it gives me a space to record the events of that day. And then of course I draw pictures in the extra space. I'm actually kind of curious now that I've been doing this for, you know, a good amount of time. I mean, not that long. This is the first year I've done this kind of journal. If you use the Hobonichi A5, I'm curious, like, what do you put in this space here? I'm drawing, but like, if you don't draw, what do you put in there? Just curious. A little wet. Okay. Yesterday, usually I like to draw my like yoga, like a yoga pose whenever I do yoga on classes where I take, on days when I take classes. And I didn't have any yesterday, so I don't have any yoga to draw, but I can draw. I did a little bit of shopping at a market, right? So I'm gonna draw like a little, I don't know, this is kind of supposed to be like a little market tent. It was so hot yesterday. It also rained, so I can put that in there. I went to this market and people were selling, like, it was a handmade market. So it was very cute, lots of cute things. Got a lot of stickers. Probably didn't need any, but definitely got some stickers. That was really what I wanted. I wanted a journal also, but they had kind of like, it was kind of weird because there was like a power outage, so I couldn't really like shop inside the store, but there were a lot of vendors outside, so that's where I mostly spent my time. I'm just gonna draw a little person here manning their booth. Make this a little longer right there. I like to do lettering, so especially big, funky, wonky lettering. It's like my favorite. I don't think that gray is a good one. Is this the same one? Not that one either, because that's the same color. It's gonna blend in with the background. Let's try this one. These are the Tombow markers, so these work so well on the Hobonichi. I don't draw a lot, so I add pictures, journals about outings and feelings mostly, because I work from home. Oh, nice. Not much going on. Oh, that's nice, though. I see. I think that's really cool. Yeah, I like to put in pictures too. Do you use the little mini printer? And oh, lovely. Do you use a little mini printer and that's how you get your pictures in there? Or do you print on regular paper? I'm kind of thinking about trying that. I mean, I make a lot of stickers for myself, and I will say, like, I have everything. If I wanted to just make, like, just print stuff like on a regular sheet of paper, and I even have the Cricut so I could have it like cut the stickers, but I never do that. I use the little mini printer, the little Canon Ivy, but I don't know. I've heard people like the I don't know, it's called like Lian or something like that. But I think just printing off my printer might be smarter. Like right now, I ran out of the little Canon Ivy paper, so I can't use it, even though I would like to, because I did take some pictures yesterday. But I mean, hello, I have a printer. Like, I don't know why I feel like I can't I can't put pictures in because I don't have that little printer. I have a regular printer and I have sticker paper, and you know, I think it could be actually a lot more affordable. Like it'll be cheaper if I just printed it myself. Like, I may need to reconsider. I mean, the Canon Ivy is really helpful when you're like out and about and you don't have the ability to just be printing on your own printer, but it's just like my little default character that I always draw. She's the one who does all the yoga in my yoga drawings. Uh-oh, I can hear my dogs kind of rustling around like they want to go. They're going to start asking to go outside. Let's ignore them for now. Let's hope they don't get wise to it. I did take them outside this morning real early, so they might be ready for another little outing. I love tombos because you can just like stack them like this, and I love to do that because it creates like a little, like, it's great for shadows, and it's not like super different. And especially me, I like to use a limited color palette, so I don't really like to incorporate more colors even if I feel like I need them. So usually I'll just stack them up and try to make new colors that way. I got a lot of sticker sheets yesterday, and I'm going to share them with you guys later. I'm going to make a little video for that. There were so many different like things, and some really cute ones that I'm like, oh, I love that. Some of them had like so many stickers on them, like a lot. So it kind of made me think I want to make some sticker sheets that are like have smaller things on them, so I can put more of them on there. They were good. They were cool. And these were all from like hand makers. So that was really cool to just like, you know, support artists doing this. Okay, so it's a market shopping. I also am gonna do a little, actually let me use a different color because it will be more appropriate. I was visiting my daughter yesterday and she was roller skating, so I'm gonna draw that. Although that's really hard to draw for me. I don't know, I've never drawn roller skates, so let's see. Well, I have drawn them before. I haven't drawn them in a while, and I usually have a reference picture, so I don't have one right now. We'll just try to make those into roller skates. Let's see what we can do. Imagine that one's on the other side. trying to draw this one forward facing, which is always hard with shoes. Put her laces. And with this one, I'm always doing just like really loose doodles. So they're not super accurate. And oh, there's something in the front of the shoe, isn't there? Like a big stopper. Forgot about that. I think there's something there. I'm gonna draw it in there. What it is, I don't know. Make it all chaotic. I don't remember how these wheels are connected to the shoe, so we're just gonna try to invent something, some sort of system here. I think it looks kind of roller skating, and if it doesn't matter because we could just write roller skating here. Yes, the little printer helps, but I overthink about the price, so end up using my, and I think that's what I should do. I found photo paper at Staples on clearance. Yes, me too. I got some photo paper, and I really like the printing of it. Like, it looks really good, actually. It looks, comparable to the little printer. Hi, what is this? Hi, Hizzy Design. Hi, good afternoon. Thank you so much. Oh, awesome. Cool. So you're working today. Yes, it's Sunday morning here in the United States. And I have the morning off to just kind of play around. Thank you for joining me. I try to do on Sundays, I've been doing these like quiet streams. Usually I'm a little chaotic. I do evening streams too, and the last one I had was a little wild. So I'm trying to be more quiet. It's very hard for me. I'm not naturally a very quiet person. So I have to try. Thank you for joining me, you guys. That's kind of, I don't know, my pen started getting a little funky. So I did notice that about these Sarasa. Sometimes when I'm drawing, they start to get a little, like, skippy. Like, it starts to skip a little, which I don't know why, because I feel like it's usually a really good pen. Weekend here is Friday to Saturday. Nice. Oh, that's so nice. So you guys work on Sunday. Oh, interesting. So Thursday's like your end of the week. I don't know, maybe I'm misinterpreting that. Sorry, I'm cleaning my glasses because they're looking a little blurry. Maybe I don't need any right now. Okay, so let me put that on there. I do love to play with the letters. Let's put some lettering in here. But that's fine. Oh, I think this was my marker that was previously kind of dry, and I think it's working today. Okay. We'll try to make that show up in a minute. All these look kind of the same. Try one more. Sometimes when I do one letter at a time like that, I misspell things. Bro. easy things. I misspelled them. There, like it's a little skippy right now, which I hate when that happens, but let me see if I have this little cheapy pen, but I mean, it does always work, so maybe I should just use the cheapy one. I buy these cheap ones for, I'm just saying that they're cheap because they are very affordable. They're shuttle art, and I buy them for my students. So we can have them in the classroom, and I like them a lot, actually. The only thing is that they're not waterproof, right? They're water soluble, which can be cool. You can play with that. You can like use a wet brush. Oh, I almost forgot the T. You can use a wet brush on them and then activate them and create like bleeding effects, which might be kind of fun and cool if you're doing drawings. But the only thing is that they do kind of run out quickly. Like there's not a lot of ink in there, but otherwise the drawing time, the drawing experience is really nice. They're like those Uniball ones. Okay, there's one page, and I'm gonna try and do today's, or maybe I should come back and do these back ones first. I just have to try to remember what happened on those days. So here's my Saturday. I'm gonna try to do Sunday also. I do have yoga today, so I'm gonna try to put that on there. Now I'm just gonna use the same markers that I have. I'm going to just keep using them. Yoga is at 10:30. And I'll probably just put a few things on here and come back and do this one later. After I have, experienced the day. Sometimes I like to do this at the end of the day or after. I do like to do them after my day has already happened, because then I can document the things that happened. So it's like a record keeping more than like planning, I think. Yeah, I think so. That looks like it's still pretty wet. Should have one of those little fans. Let's try this little book. Just to kind of dry it. Oh, I do have a little fan. Where is that little fan? I don't know. Just gonna give it a little bit of drying. It'll be fine. It'll kind of stamp a little bit to the other page, but shouldn't be a problem. Okay, let's think about Friday. Okay, so I'm gonna put this little clip on because the page is kind of curling up. So we can get that to stay flat. There we go. Okay, so a couple of things from Friday. I'm gonna put here, oh, I did have yoga on that day, so I'll draw that. And one of my students was trying to teach me he does day trading, and he was demonstrating on this little account that he told me to get, and he lost on that day, so it's funny. We thought that was funny that apparently he's pretty good at it, but not that day. So I'm gonna put that in there. Remember we did that, but it did kind of make me curious to try a little bit more. So I want to kind of learn and play with that like system or whatever it is. I don't fully understand it. I'm sure people are very good at it. It's not like super appealing to me, but I am fascinated when, I see people, doing really well, or like, teaching it to other people. I think that's pretty cool. This was like a crash course, so I'm gonna put that there. And it was funny because he was like teaching, like many of us, like students in my class, and just kind of explaining the process to us. And like the other kids were like, yeah, okay, I get it. And I was like, what? I was like, I don't get it. Sorry. I'm an artist. I don't do those things. You guys, will you tell me if it is, I have some music in the background, if it's too loud? Will you tell me? Because it's not bothering me, but sometimes I've replayed some of my older streams and I can hear the music in the background. I'm like, oh my gosh, it was so loud. If you can't like hear me or anything like that, just let me know. Okay, there was definitely yoga on this day, and usually I try to imagine like a pose, because again, I'm just drawing from like memory and also imagination, because one of the things I talk about often when I do these is that I'm not great at, it's perfect. Okay, thank you, lovely. I'm not really very good at drawing figures. So I don't draw them right. And this is always a really good practice for me to like just try it, you know. Maybe someday I'm gonna get like better at this, but it's definitely hard for me, and I'm just using this as an opportunity to try it. I'm gonna put such long sleeves on everything, but it'll be fine. Put another arm out there. Put a little yoga mat underneath here. That's a very big foot. We might have to adjust that as we go. This is the yoga mat. We'll see. We'll see if we have to make adjustments. To be a foot, room for a foot there somewhere. I don't know, that looks pretty flat, but I'm gonna see if I can fix it. We're gonna try our best. It's like a very flattened person. It looks really funny to me. Let's try to like define it a little more. I put like, let's kind of separate like torso. I want my figure a little bit bigger, but this might be like all we can do. So we're gonna just go with the flow. It's okay if it's not great. I just really want to, like, you know, I want to be able to kind of tell what's happening in there. Like, okay, this is, the only thing is like, how do we make it look more like a yoga pose and less like, you know, I fell on the floor, like, a figure on the, this is like my favorite pose, everybody's favorite pose, I think, in yoga, Shavasana, which is like also known as corpse pose. So it's kind of like a corpse on the floor. I guess that's kind of accurate. So I think that was, yeah. Sometimes I'll write a few details if I want to remember something specific. Like this was very hard that day, or like especially with yoga, if I'm feeling like I'm not quite getting there, like my brain is not turning off, or I'm unable to like disconnect, you know, sometimes, I don't know. I feel sometimes like when I go to yoga, I feel like I get to like log out of, you know, everything else mentally, right? You're just kind of getting out of that space, and sometimes it's really hard to like tune out. And the last Friday was not very hard for me, but I feel like it was hard for me the day before that. I was having a really hard time tuning out and getting into the flow of things. Add a little shadow here. Oh no, she still looks really flat. Okay, that's not good. Just, you know, just take it with a grain of salt. Okay, Friday, what else? I can't even remember things that happened on that day. Let me try to put some things on the calendar. Sometimes putting them on the calendar helps refresh my memory. Oh, we had Chipotle for lunch. That was nice. We had a like reward. They gave us an extra long lunch that day, which is very rare for teachers during the school year. It was a reward because apparently our students were doing really good and they were getting to class on time. That's what they're mostly concerned with, like the tardies in the morning and stuff like that. So they rewarded them with an extra long lunch on Friday. So that meant we got an extra long lunch too. So we ordered lunch, and that was a nice little treat for the teachers also, not just the students. I don't know what the students ordered. I don't think they ordered anything. They have to eat the food that's in the cafeteria, so. What else happened on Friday? I don't know, but I'm gonna draw my Chipotle order. This was what I ordered for lunch. And since I can't think of too many other things I want to fit here, I'm gonna go ahead and just, you know, use most of this space. And if I feel like I need to add more things, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So this would have been like a I think it would have been this, actually. I think this would probably be better. I'm gonna put it on there. Let's do some colorful, well, it's not that colorful, but multicolor, let's say multicolor. Whoops, same color. My order from Chipotle. It's a kids meal with a quesadilla and barbacoa, pinto beans, drop it on here, and white rice. I don't know how to draw white rice in a very like loose, cartoony way. It kind of looks like hair. We don't want that. We don't want it to look like hair. The quesadilla was very pale looking, so it was a little blonde, but I wanted to, maybe I can try and do a little bit of, like I wanted to have a little bit of texture or something, but it wasn't toasty, so I don't want that. And there was cheese in there. Okay, up in here. I like to do little diagrams, so. And the kids meal, I always love that it's only like, it's under $6. I think it's like $5.49. And it comes with a drink. I mean, I usually don't like the drink, but it comes with one. That's nice. It's the best bargain, I think. Okay. I don't know if there's anything else I should have written down there. Sure, there was more stuff that happened that I can't remember. Oh, I had a stream, and I forgot about the stream. I remember that. Let me also put that on there. It was Friday. Let me put it here. Just put that right there. I had forgotten about it, and one of my patrons was like, "See you tonight," and I was like, "Oh, I forgot about that." So it was a little chaotic because I was trying to set it up while I was already live on the stream. It was fun. It was a fun stream though. It's my last Friday night craft session. Well, we'll see. Maybe we'll bring it back for September. We shall see. Okay, so that was, oh yeah, was that a full moon on Friday? Is that why Friday was kind of chaotic? I think that's a full moon, right? The little stars around it on Hobonichi, right? That little symbol, that means full moon, I think. And that wasn't the eclipse on this day, I think? No, the eclipse maybe. I don't know what the differences here. But I think the eclipse was on Thursday. Okay. I'm going to try to do this one before we wrap up. I just don't remember what happened on Thursday. That was a long time ago. I remember a couple things. I'm going to put them down on the calendar first because that helps me to remember. Around 3/12, 1, 2, 3. Something else. Oh, I had class. I forgot. I had my college class. There was there was also other stuff that happened this morning. I think I was very focused on that class. I really could only think about that. I don't remember what else. Let me draw that. Did I have yoga that day? No, I didn't have a yoga class because I didn't want to be rushing around after school. So I'm gonna draw like our class is online, so we have our Zoom. That would be dark, I think. Draw little faces on here? I think so. All of us doing something different. It's like the Brady Bunch. Put some different colors on everybody's outfits. Do this brown. It's gonna have to be like very this is me. I was having the hardest time staying awake. It was a hard first day back, just because I need to get kind of like adjusted to the schedule. Thursdays are just going to be a very long day for me, and I have to accept it. Accept that that is going to be the case for me. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be hard. I don't have like a lot of time to get home and, you know, have some dinner or anything like that. It's just like rush. So we'll see how that turns out, to make sure that I have like a little coffee or energy drink before, like maybe during my lunchtime, so I'll be like okay by the time I get to my class, because it was rough, and I don't think I can continue like that. Whoopsie, I just drew a line right through there. My bad. Okay. Might as well, since we're here, since we have the pen out. This is our first. Sorry, I'm going to go a little crooked here. Okay. Draw myself a little. Actually, let me use green. I'm gonna try to make sure to have something with a little bit of caffeine, because that was a brutal first class. It was just hard to be like attentive and be like a good student. I want to be attentive, and I want to be, you know, I'm a good student, so I don't want to be sleepy during that class time. I want to be paying attention. I want to be engaging with the content, and I want to be awake enough to ask questions and to process. but I was struggling so much that day. I'm really gonna have to figure out a plan or a system for myself on class days. Okay, I don't remember what else. Oh yeah, I had that other virtual appointment. God, everything was on the screens on this day. I had a virtual doctor appointment, I guess, right? That's, like, that's me going to my appointment. This is my nurse practitioner. Very good appointment. And green here. Brown on the side. Try to make it look like it has depth. Maybe not. Doesn't really work, but it'll do. I don't know how that looks, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I feel like there was something else on this day that I can't remember. I don't know what I'm going to put on there, but I do have this little, where is it? Over here. I have this little like box that I like to use sometimes, and this helps me to like create like a little separation space. Maybe I'm going to use this. Since I have so much extra space, I was just asking you all what you do with yours. I'm going to use this little box create a little division, okay, and then that space, I would just keep this in my other planner so I have it when I need it. And put a little arrow in here. little box there. I'm gonna do a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna just do a little outline. That's it, right? I mean, I have a little bit of extra space, but I think it's fine. I can't remember anything else that needs to go in there, and it is 9, so it's time to wait. What time do we normally go to? 8:30 to 9:30. Oh, I have more time. Wow, I'm actually impressed with how much I did in one day. So I started, it's been about an hour. I normally start at 8:30 and I go till 9:30. I started at 8, and so around 8, and it's 9. So in about an hour, I did 3 of my little spreads, which is really nice. And I mean, I feel like that's a lot. Look at my hand. Where did that come from? I can't even, maybe there? I can't even make sense of it. It definitely came from somewhere. I don't see it. Maybe it was this? Little faces? Yeah, that makes sense. So, I mean, I really love that I, put quite a bit in there. Let me put in, just because, we have some time. So, I'm going to put some stickers in here. I have a lot of stickers. I make a lot of stickers too, so that way I like to have little smiley faces that I could just pop in when, like, to kind of express feelings. I'll put this little girl's face on here. That was a good day. Have some very cute stickers that I'm not sure I want to use those yet. Have these that I made, so I'm good with using these. I put the little backpack on here. This was school day, so I'm put the little backpack. This is a doctor's appointment, so do I have that here? I guess, oh, maybe, kind of, sort of. I'll put this one right here. Again, I made these, so I was trying to think of everything I would need. Did I drink water on this day? Yesterday, the day before yesterday, Friday, I did really good in my water. So I'm put here. Because I had been kind of like forgetting to drink my water. Kind of debating whether I should get, I already thought I decided not to, but debating whether I should get another Hobonichi cousin for next year. Oh, and yesterday it rained, so I can put the rain sticker over here and put it up here. And you know what? I also have these little, sorry, I was getting a little chaotic over here. I have these little stickers that I made. They're not really stickers. They're just a piece of sticker paper that I cut to fit into my Hobonichi weeks, but I'm going to actually put it here so I can write a little bit on top of there. So let me just figure out where I want to cut this. And actually, let's use this little guy. Just punch the corners so we get like a little rounded and a little flare. Is it in there? Nope. I always mess up at least one. One more. Oh, missed that one too. There we go. It's a little better. It's not perfect, but then I have this little sticker, and this is just my regular sticker paper. But with something like this, it's perfect because you can just write right on top of that. that was a nice little unexpected storm. Did have coffee at the market, but it wasn't great, so I'm not gonna put that on there. I'll put this little computer on here. This would also be a good school one. I like that stickers can kind of like overlap other stuff, so let's put these on there. Since I haven't really used these, oh, I like that one. That's cute. I did not journal, but I am journaling today, so let me put this on here for today. Also had coffee today. I was gonna do my my sketchbook that I hadn't finished from the other day, so, but that didn't happen. Let's see what else we have here that we can put on here. Brunch stickers, maybe for today. I'm not having brunch, but they're cute. A little bit of cutesy little stickers that match the color scheme here. There. I don't know. Sometimes I just like to sticker it up. And I have so many stickers and I like them and I collect them and I have a tendency to just not use them. So I tell myself that I need to use my stickers. Of course I can use mine because those are, I can make more, but I sometimes don't want to use stickers that are really cute and came from somebody else. Does anything look good for this one? No. Okay. We're going to wrap that up then. Put some little stars on here. I should do blue and green because I have blue and green on here. There we go. I like the stickers on there. I feel like I need some over here too. Okay. Looks good. So for today, I have yoga, so I'll put that in afterwards. Today, Sundays are always like, you know, prep for the next week. So there's things I definitely want to do today. I can put this, sometimes I like to do, if I'm doing this before everything happens, I'll put my to-do list here, and then that way I can, you know, still kind of use it like a planner, but mostly this is going to be what happened. It's kind of a record keeper. So today I want to do weekly planning and any events that are happening this week, so I can make sure that they get in there. Oh, the Hobonichi release tomorrow. I need to remember, because I think I'm going to be at school and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get on and buy what I need to buy. What else is happening this week? Oh, I have 2 classes this week. I think it's Tuesday and Thursday, which is going to be a doozy. This is going to be a great time for me to practice whatever I'm going to do for my class, because we had to double up our classes this week, so we're going to meet twice instead of, we usually just meet once for 3 hours, and this time we're going to have to meet twice for 3 hours, which is going to be painful. Oh, I also think it's Meet the Teacher Night. I think it's happening this week. I need to double check the date. And that's it. I mean, if anything else pops into my mind, I'll put it on there, and then I'll do my journaling for the day. So that's it for today. I think I'll wrap up early because we finished. We did, I mean, I think I did quite a bit. I did 3 pages, right? And I just kind of documented again what happened on those days. Try to remember what's happening. sometimes I don't remember, and you know, those pages end up with like my Pilates ones over here. They ended up with not very much. Couldn't remember what had happened, so if anything, so I just leave them, and it's not a big deal. Like sometimes people feel like every page needs to be filled up. I use the Hobonichi Weeks Mega, and everyone always asks, well, what do you put in all those extra pages? I don't know. If an idea pops into my head, it gets filled, and if it doesn't, I mean, those pages, it's not the end of the world if they're not used, right? This one, I also feel like I haven't done my calendar for the month, so I definitely, oh, that's big. I need to do that. Let me put it on here. I need to plan for my Patreon. Patreon changes this week, so Patreon, September, prep. This is what I need to do today, actually. That's going to be my task for the day. So I'll probably also do my monthly right here, so I can kind of figure out everything that's happening this month for my Patreon. I like to put it in here, and that way I can start preparing all the little, like, what do you call them? Assets, like the little digital assets for them. So I'll do this today too, planning monthly, weekly, and you know, good. We already got all of the rest of our stuff done. So that's it. We're gonna wrap up. If you have any questions or anything or any comments, please leave them in the chat, and I will be happy to get back to you on those. Patrons, I'll be posting some pictures, and that way you can kind of see a little bit more. I'll explain a little bit more about my process. But this is our last creative morning, Sunday creative morning for the month. So I'm not quite sure yet how I'm going to move forward in September. I do want to continue doing these live streams. I do find them really like fun, and I enjoy them. I'm just not sure exactly when we're going to be doing them. Last month I did them as crafternoons, and we did them on weekdays at around 2 p.m. But since I'm working, I can't do that anymore. So I don't know, if you have any ideas, let me know. I like early mornings, but I definitely want to change the time because there's a yoga class I want to take that's during this one. So we're going to change the time, but I'm not sure which day. And I also can do evenings, but I'm a little delirious by the nighttime, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you next month. If you haven't checked out my channel, please subscribe, because I have some new videos, and I'm posting another one this week. I'm trying to become more consistent about making videos for YouTube. So check out my new videos, and definitely subscribe so that you can follow along. You'll also get to see every time I have live streams. They'll be posted on YouTube, and you can just hit the notify so that you get a reminder. I probably should do that too, so that I get a reminder, because sometimes I forget. So anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your weekend and a great week next week. Y'all take care, and we will talk again soon. Bye.